Okay, welcome everybody. I think everybody who has indicated they were going to join us is with us at the moment. So, welcome to our March Sydney Passengers online meeting. We're very honoured today to have Micah Cover, one of our passengers from the US, joining us. Micah's a professional magician and performer, and he thinks he's the only one in the world that does a Sherlock-Holmes-themed magic show. So we're very honoured and lucky to have him to present to us today. It's late night or mid-evening over where Micah is, so I'm very pleased he can join us at that time of the day for him, because normally he works Saturday nights, I believe, so it's great that he can make the time for us to today to cut into his work schedule. As well as Australian members here today, we have attendees from the USA and New Zealand, so welcome everybody, especially to our overseas attendees who may be joining us in unfriendly time zones. We are recording this meeting, and after suitable editing, it will be uploaded to our YouTube channel for anybody to view, and we'll be letting everybody know when that video is available. Also, please excuse my croaky voice. I'm getting over a cold at the moment. I'm no longer contagious, but I've still got this croaky voice and a bit of a cough. So if you hear me coughing, I'll try and mute myself so it doesn't interrupt anything. In some media news at the moment, the Watson TV series with American actor Morris Chestnut in the lead role is now halfway through its season of 13 episodes. Reviews so far are mixed. I'm not too sure what you guys think about it. Maybe we can talk about it later on. But one interesting aspect of the show I find is that one of the regular actors plays twin brothers in the show, both with completely different personalities. That's a bit of an unusual task for him to do. And it's also been reported that there's a strong possibility that the show will be renewed for a second season, which probably makes it a bit easier for the CBS network because it's produced by them in-house. So probably the production costs are not as expensive as using a third-party outside production company. Another show is called Sherlock and Daughter. That's a UK TV series of eight one-hour episodes. It's to be released in the US in mid-April. It stars a UK actor, David Thewlis, as Holmes, and American actor Blue Hunt as a young woman who comes to home for help to investigate the recent murder of her mother. She also suspects that Holmes is her long-lost father. So that could be an interesting project to view. It's due to be shown in Australia on the SBS network, so I'll keep an eye out for that one. In other news, the third as yet unnamed movie in the Enola Holmes series on Netflix is expected to start filming in April. Those connected with the project aren't saying very much. One rumour is that this movie will have a much darker tone to it than its two predecessors. I think it's probably going to be released next year in 2026 sometime. There's no recent news about the Young Sherlock 8-episode TV series, other than its filming concluded in late February. There have been 10 actors mentioned so far as having roles in the series, including hero Fiennes Stiffen as Holmes, his uncle Joseph Fiennes, who plays his father, Colin Firth, who plays an aristocrat, and Max Irons as Mycroft. That TV series is directed by Guy Ritchie, well known for his two Robert Downey Jr. Jude Law movies, and will be shown on Amazon Prime Video, so keep an eye for that one as well, sometime late this year or early next year. And lastly, production has started on a series called Baker Street 4, an animated TV show based on a successful French comic book series about three of the Baker Street irregulars and their cat named Watson. It's aimed at an audience of 6 to 10-year-olds and expected to run to 12 episodes and hit screens in 2027. It's backed by two very large European broadcasters, one French and one German. So you would expect it to be dubbed in different languages. The subtitles wouldn't work for that target audience. So hopefully that will make it to our screens here sometime in 2027. And as always, we like to look at what canonical anniversaries happened around this date, or so we can sort of link it back to the original stories. So sometime in March 1869, the adventure of the Devil's Foot commenced. On the 4th of March, in an unknown year, a study in scarlet commenced. On the 10th of March 1883, Colonel Elias Openshaw received an envelope containing 5 orange pips, and 7 weeks later he was dead. 4.5 years on from that, his nephew, John Openshaw, received a similar letter and came to Holmes for help, and so began the adventure of the 5 orange pips. On the 20th of March in 1888, a scandal in Bohemia commenced, and in late March 1892, the adventure of Wisteria Lodge commenced. A couple of very good adventures from Holmes and Watson. And on the 30th of March 1894, the Honourable Ronald Adair was killed in inexplicable circumstances, and on the following day, 31st of March 1894, Holmes visits Dr. Watson in disguise as an old bookseller and causes Watson to faint when he reveals himself as alive 3 years after he supposedly died at the Reichenbach Falls, and the adventure of the empty house commenced. That's the media news I know about. If anybody else has got some other news, please put up your hand and let us all in on the news. Otherwise, we'll move on to our show and tell section, where normally people have books or videos they like to talk about that they come across. Anything there that they like to show us? Lee, yes, you're always good for something new. Let's have it for you. Turn your microphone on and let's have your bit of news. Thanks.
I've got 3 books to show. I'm a big fan of Sherlock Holmes pastiches because, as you know, once you've read all the Holmes stories, I suppose you can read them all again, which I do, but I also read a lot of the pastiches. But this one here comes from a small press called Ramble House in America. The cover artist is a friend of mine, Gavin O'Keefe, and it's written by Gary Levisi, who has done a lot of work in pulps and things over the years. It's called The Secret Adventures of Sherlock Holmes, and it's 4 or 5, I can't remember, stories. Quite good fun, that one, and some non-fiction in there about Holmes as well. So that's from Ramble House. There are 2 books here to do with Solar Ponds, who I'm a big fan of. He was written originally by August Derleth, the American writer. And in recent times, David Markham, who I've heard called the king of Sherlock Holmesian fiction for all his other stories and Holmesian publications, has been continuing Solar Ponds. So originally, Vincent Starrett, back in the 40s, when the original August Derleth Solar Ponds series came out, he said, Solar Ponds is a clever impersonator with a twinkle in his eye, which tells us that he knows he is not Sherlock Holmes and knows that we know it, but he hopes we will like him anyway for what he symbolises. The best substitute for Sherlock Holmes known. And so there's the Papers of Sherlock Holmes, and I believe there's also a second volume called the More Papers or something like that. And the other one I've got here is called The Necronomicon of Solar Ponds, which mixes up H.P. Lovecraft, the horror writer, with Sherlock Holmes in a variety of stories. So if anybody's a fan of that sort of thing, I recommend looking up David Markham's website or Bellinger Books.
Yeah.
And that's a lot.
Thanks, Lee. Very good. Roseanne, welcome to see you again after your trip overseas.
Thank you.
You just come back from a trip to India with the Sherlock Holmes Society of London.
Yes, that's correct. Yes, it was wonderful. It was terrific. I should send some. I think I sent you some photos of us in full drag. Did I do that?
I didn't receive any more photos apart from the one of you in your costume. That was
Right. Okay. I'll have to send some around because it was terrific. It was a wonderful trip. Yeah.
great. Fantastic. Look forward to your write-up for that for the log. Yes.
Yeah. Sure.
All right. Without further ado, anybody else has got any more news or tidbits I'd like to share with us? I might pass over to our guest presenter today, Micah Cover, who's joining us from Los Angeles in California. And as I mentioned earlier, Micah is a professional magician and performer. He's performed for many Hollywood celebrities and also appeared on many TV shows. And he thinks he's the only person in the world to do a Sherlock-Holmes-themed magic show. So we're looking forward to that. We're very lucky to have him present to us today. And it's over to you, Micah. Take it away. Thank you.
Thank you, Bill, my friend. Give it up for Bill for making this happen. Bill, thank you so much. All right, two or three people. Keith has a booty call or something, so we'll just let him do his thing. But yes, thank you, Bill, for letting me be here. And as Bill was kind enough to mention, I am from Los Angeles. It is 8:12 p.m. on a Saturday night for me. I'm thinking it's 2:12 p.m. for you guys, Bill, on Sunday. Is that correct?
That's correct. Yes, 2 p.m. on Sunday
Yeah, yeah,
afternoon.
yeah. So, yeah, so you guys are from the future. That's so badass. Anyway, as a magician, I'm very jealous. You guys are from the future. And speaking of jealousy, I wasn't sure, thanks to the time change. I wasn't positive at first I was here at the right time. And Bill settled my fears and let me know that I'm here at the right time. But the one thing that sold it, the one thing that I knew I was performing for Sydney, someone has the name Desi Wombat, which is the most badass name I've ever heard in my life. You can't get more Sydney than that. I want that to be my DJ name, my friend. I am jealous of your Zoom name, my friend. Desi Wombat. That's just a great name. So anyway, it's a pleasure to be here. And as Bill said, as far as I know, this is the only Sherlock Holmes themed close-up act, let alone one on Zoom, let alone one from streaming live from LA to Sydney. I got to warn you, Bill asked me about this. It is interactive. So I'm going to need volunteers. And if you don't volunteer, you will be voluntold. So just be ready. Just be ready. Okay. All right. Neil's looking around for his legal team. He's like, I didn't sign up for this, but that's okay. That's okay, Neil. The good news is you don't have to come up on stage with me. All you have to do is join me in our little Zoom meeting. And if you like the magic, if you like what you see, please continue to support this wonderful organization. My friends, is it a deal? Even if you're muted, say deal, everybody. Beautiful. All right, I'll take your word for it. I think one person moved their lips. Everybody else is still trying to figure out my accent. But okay, so thank you for one person. And if you don't like the magic, please keep supporting this wonderful organization anyway, because suffering builds character. That's what my dad always told me when he wanted me to do crap I didn't want to do. So thank you for letting me be a part of this, Bill. I'm gonna try. I like your smile, Keith. I like your smile. I'm glad you're here. Okay, so here we go. I am going to unblur and I'm going to change my camera on my Commodore 64. Very fancy, very fancy. So, Bill, since you're one of the few people brave enough to unmute yourself, you're going to be my first volunteer. Are you ready, Bill?
Okay, I'm ready for that. Yes.
Yes, Bill. Okay. So, Bill, hopefully you see this blank pad of paper, Bill. And I've got a blank on the blank. I'm going to write Bill. And, Bill, if there was one word that, or maybe a couple of words, a phrase, something short, when you think of Sherlock Holmes, is there a word, or it could be something as simple as a thank you, or an adjective, or what's the first thing that pops in your mind, Bill?
His friendship with Dr. Watson.
Love it. Okay, so friendship. And Bill, we didn't set that up ahead of time, did we?
No, it's all new to me.
I'm sorry, what's that?
This is all new to me, Micah.
Oh,
Nothing's
good. All new. Yes, all new. Okay, good, 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 good. Friendship with Dr. Watson. Yeah, the reason why, since you guys are not here with me in my bedroom, which would honestly be weird, you have to take my word for it that this is all impromptu. So, for instance, when Bill said, and I love that, Bill, because that might be my favorite thing as well, friendship with Dr. Watson. I just want you to see this because in case this needs to leave the frame, you'll know that this is the same card, the same index card. Does that make sense to you, Bill?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Beautiful. Okay, but I will do my best to keep it in frame. Okay, so Bill, here we go. Are you ready for the opener, Bill?
I'm ready.
Okay, fantastic. I have five envelopes of mystery, Bill. Five envelopes of mystery. Oh my goodness, this is so interactive. Yes. And watch this, Bill. I'm going to move. I'm going to shuffle the envelopes. It's chaos. Dogs and cats living together. Chaos of biblical proportions, mass hysteria. Bill, I'm going to keep shuffling these envelopes until you say stop, my friend.
Okay, stop.
Oh, okay. All right. Takes a long time for you to say stop. Fun on dates, Bill. I'm going to remember that about you. Fun on dates. All right, Bill. Okay, so Bill, here we go. Again, if you were here, this would be a little clearer. So I'm going to make it as clear as I can. I have five envelopes, and I'm going to count them from my left to my right. So hopefully you can see my finger in frame. This will be my number one. This will be my number two. This will be my number three. This will be my number four. This will be my number five. From my left to my right. And Bill, you're going to help me eliminate the envelopes, and you will be in control as it should be. So watch this. I will start. I will just point to two envelopes. From my perspective, I'm going to call this envelope 3 and 5, but it doesn't really matter. Oh, I know that some of the shadows are a little harsh, but hopefully you can see both my fingers and both the envelopes. Which do I eliminate, Bill? 3 or 5?
Number 3.
Number 3. So just to be clear, you're talking about this one here, the one in the middle, yeah?
That's correct, yes.
Excellent. Okay, so I'm going to move this to the side. It doesn't really matter if it's out of frame, but you can probably still see it at an angle. I'm going to keep shuffling the envelopes, Bill. Oh my goodness, until you say stop, Bill, because you are in control, as it should be with all things, Bill.
Okay, stop.
Okay, stop. Right there. Okay, so Bill, now you will touch two envelopes. And of course, you can't be here with me. So all you have to do is say two numbers out of 1, 2, 3, and 4.
2 and 4.
2 and 4. Brilliant. And I'll just eliminate one. So you see how this works, Bill? Every time. And I'm still mixing them up, Bill. Just say stop. Just say stop, Bill. It has to be sometime tonight. You just have to say stop sometime tonight. Yeah, very nice, very nice. Okay, yeah, because with the time zone. No. It's with the time zone and the whole thing. Okay, so Bill, I'm going to point to 2. I'll call this 1 and 2. Which one do you want me to eliminate, Bill?
Number 1.
Number 1, very nice. And I'm going to keep mixing till you say stop, Bill.
Okay, stop.
Beautiful. All right. So, Bill, obviously, this is your turn. You would be pointing to these two. There are only 2 left, so that's not really fair to you. So watch this. Once again, I'm going to call this 1, and I'm going to call this 2. If you were here, we would slow things down and give you more control. Which envelope would you hand me, Bill, 1 or 2?
Number 1.
So you would hand me number 1. Is that right?
That's correct, yes.
Excellent. And so that means you would leave number 2 for yourself. Is that correct, Bill? Because you handed me number 1. Does that make sense?
That's correct.
All right, check this out. Let's see if this works. Here we go. Oh my goodness, Bill. There's something unusual about this envelope. It is wax sealed. Now, I don't know if you can catch this on my Commodore 64 camera, but there's actually a stamp. There's a little W there. Maybe it means Watson, Bill, which is one of your favorite elements about the Sherlock Holmes series. But should we open it, Bill? Do we dare? Do we open this envelope?
Why don't we? Let's.
Why don't we? Yes. Oh, it's that Sydney passion that I was hoping for. Yes. Let's tear it open, says Bill. Here we go. Let's see what's inside. Oh, look at this, Bill. Look at this, Bill. I don't know how you did it, but dude, I hope you can see this on the camera. You found the naval treaty. Give it up for Bill. Oh my goodness. He found the naval treaty. In your face, Sherlock Holmes. Oh, but what's on the other side? Is it possible? Did Bill simultaneously find the Bruce Partington plans? I think he did. How is it possible? How is this canon? And yet somehow Bill did it. And Bill, what's really amazing to me is that you could have chosen any one of these envelopes, and yet you knew where the Bruce Partington plans were. You knew where the naval treaty was because, Bill, my friend, all of the remaining envelopes are actually empty. There's nothing in any of the envelopes except for the one that you chose. Give it up for Bill. Bill, he's a warlock. Twice as fast as Sherlock Holmes. Found twice these. I don't know how you did it, Bill. I don't know how you did it. All right, so my friends, that was just Bill's warm up. Who can possibly top that? We're about to find out. Bill, you can either volunteer, or someone can volunteer now. Bill, as always, you are in control, my friend.
Who else wants to be the guinea pig? Come on, Roseanne.
Okay.
Roseanne,
Sure.
Yes, and once again, that is that freight train of enthusiasm I was looking for, Roseanne. Yes. Oh, okay. Yeah, but at least you said something. At least you're here, Roseanne.
Sorry?
Yes. Thank you, Roseanne. No, Roseanne, I do appreciate it. Thank you so much for your bravery. Oh, Roseanne, this seems to have a message as well. Hopefully you can see it. It says Professor Moriarty's mathematical prediction. Can you see that, Roseanne?
Hang on, I'm just trying to fiddle. I'm having to do this on my phone, and it's
Oh,
my
got it.
computer's not working. So I think yes, okay, I can see that now. Yep.
Okay, beautiful, beautiful. So again, I'm going to do my best to keep that in frame. Doesn't really matter if it stays in frame, but I'll do my best. And Roseanne, just like Bill, you will be in control, as it should be.
Excellent.
Roseanne, what's that, Roseanne?
Excellent.
Yes, I knew you would agree.
That's a card. That's a card.
It is. It's not just a card. It's a deck of cards. It's a deck of Sherlock Holmes cards, Roseanne, because I've spared no expense. Yes. All right. So, Roseanne, check this out. How many times should I cut? Oh, and the cards are in no particular order, but you don't have to take my word for it. Oh, no, Roseanne. Oh, no, says the windshield wiper finger of mystery and magic. Oh, no. You are going to tell me how many times to cut the deck. How many times do you want me to cut the deck, Roseanne?
4.
4. I love it. Okay, so I'm going to riffle through the cards, and you just say stop, Roseanne. And keep in mind, it's Zoom, so there's a delay, and then you guys are like, 12 days in the future or something like that. I'm not here to do math. I'm just here to do card tricks. So keep in mind, you will have to say stop quickly. All right, Roseanne, go say stop now.
Stop.
Beautiful. That was perfect timing, Roseanne. So that was 1. Say stop. Go.
Stop.
That's 2. Very nice. You're building suspense there, Roseanne. I like that. All right, say stop, Roseanne.
Stop.
Okay, that's 3. And Roseanne, just to be clear, you did say 4. Is that correct?
Yep.
Okay, yeah. And Keith nodded his head. Your legal team nodded his head. So we're going to go with that. Roseanne, say stop.
Stop.
Ooh, yeah. So Roseanne, you might have to go a little quicker, just a little quicker, Roseanne. Say stop.
Okay.
Go.
Stop.
Beautiful. Okay. Roseanne, I like the way you think. And this is Professor Moriarty's mathematical prediction. And you did give me a number. You said 4. Is that right?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah. And Roseanne, check this out. You probably know this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. You can divide the cards perfectly by 4, especially if you take out the jokers, right? So this pile right here, I'm showing you a visual. This is around 10 to 13 cards, which is what you're shooting for. Roseanne, I'm going to cut the cards, but as always, you will be in control. I just made a guess. This next pile is around 13, but do you want me to redo the cut? Do you want me to take cards away, put them back, or just stay the same? It's up to you, Roseanne.
Probably doesn't make any difference, so leave them as they are.
Yes, yes. It's that, yes, it is that sentiment of fatality that makes the magic happen. Thank you, Roseanne. So Roseanne, here we go. We only have this pile left, and I've cut them into 2 more or less equal parts. Roseanne, you're talking about fate. You're talking about destiny. Maybe it doesn't make a difference, but I still want you to be in control, Roseanne. Do I change the cards of these last two piles, or do you like the way they are?
No, they're fine.
They're fine, Roseanne. Thank you. Oh, a woman who commits. We don't have that in LA, so I'm very grateful to you, Roseanne. Okay, so Roseanne, check this out. I have even, I have odds. Say that one of those out loud, even or odd, Roseanne.
Odds.
Odd, excellent. So here are my odds, and I'm going to go from left to right like I did with Bill. Here are my odds. So we're going to keep those face down. We're going to flip these face up. And watch this, Roseanne. Using the piles that we created, using the number that you requested for, I'm shuffling face up to face down. Do you see that, Roseanne?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yes. And ooh, look at this. I'm flipping the cards. And I'm going to do it again, Roseanne, because nobody can stop me. And then look at this. I'm flipping the cards again. And look, oh my goodness, Roseanne, it is a mess. It is a mess. And Roseanne, you helped me create it. Give Roseanne a big round of applause for creating this chaos. Yes. All right. So, Roseanne, thank you for helping me. It is time to check out Professor Moriarty's mathematical prediction. Are you ready, Roseanne?
Yep. Ready.
Excellent. Here we are. Okay, here we go. Here's the first one. I'm going to lay this here. I'm hoping you can still see it. There are 10 face down cards. Do you see that, Roseanne?
Yep. Yes, I see it.
Okay, so beautiful. So here we go. One. And if you were here, you would do this yourself. So just watch my hand. I'm going to do my best to do this slowly. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that's it. Professor Moriarty strikes. It is exactly 10 face down cards. Give it up for Roseanne. Roseanne, oh, you are brilliant. You are brilliant. Maybe that was fate. Maybe that was destiny. Oh, but wait, Roseanne. You noticed that this is a folded piece of paper. So why doesn't that mean there could be another prediction, Roseanne? What do you think?
Most likely.
Most likely. And I love the eye roll, by the way. I feel like we're on a Tinder date or something. Yeah, I love the tension, Roseanne. All right, here we go. She says most likely, so let's check it out. I'm going to open this one more time. Ooh. Roseanne is correct. There is another prediction. 5 are black, 5 are red. Let's see if Roseanne nailed it. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoa, there's not only 5 reds, they're 5 together, which means 1, 2, 3, 4. There are exactly 5 red and 5 black. Give it up for Roseanne. How does she do it? She's a witch. Yes, it defies all logic. Oh, but Roseanne, it is a folded piece of paper. Is it possible there could be another prediction, Roseanne?
Oh, yes, I think so.
I think so, yes. All right, let's see if Roseanne is right. And she is. The black cards spell a very important number today. Let's see. I'm going to deal this a little, and I know the shadows are a little funky, so I'm going to try to shed some light on the subject, as our friend Holmes might say. Let's see. Oh, and keep in mind, Roseanne, you're the witch who's in the future. It's like Sunday 2026 for you guys. So keep in mind, I'm one of the mere mortals who's still stuck on Saturday night. So here we go. Watch this, Roseanne. We have a 3, and we have an ace. Now, what number could the ace represent, Roseanne?
1.
Yeah, very nice. And we have a 5, and we have a 2, and we have a 5. Roseanne, does that mean anything?
I thought it was going to be
She's
8,
right.
2,
Give
3,
it
4,
up,
5.
Roseanne. Yes,
Sorry?
March 15th, 2025, because I'm still in the past. It is right now today's date, March 15th, 2025. Give it up for Roseanne. How does she do it? How does she do it? Yes. I'm still on March 15th, and you predicted my own date. Oh, but Roseanne, as you just noticed, as you observed, it is a piece of paper. Is it possible there's another prediction, Roseanne?
Well, I think it's quite likely.
Yes, okay, Roseanne, I agree. Here we go. The red cards complete a diamond royal flush. All right, here we go. Are you familiar with royal flushes, that kind of thing, Roseanne?
Yes. Yep.
Excellent. Okay, so here we go. We have an ace of diamonds. This is looking good. And again, I apologize for the lighting on my Commodore 64. Hopefully you could, maybe I'll move it a little bit over here. We have an ace of diamonds. We have a queen of diamonds. We have a jack of diamonds. We have a 10 of diamonds. Oh no, Roseanne. Oh, we were so close. It is a red card, but you might be able to see this. That's actually the king of hearts. Can you see that? And again, I apologize for
Yeah.
the lighting, but this is the King
Mhm.
of Hearts. Oh, Roseanne, I'm so sorry. You guys are paying top dollar for this show, and I blew it by one card. Roseanne, shall we open the prediction one final time, Roseanne? Do we dare, Roseanne?
Of course.
Of course. Oh, of course. Here we go. The red cards complete a diamond royal flush. I hope you can see this. Except for Moriarty, and the King of Hearts on this deck is indeed Moriarty. Give it up to Roseanne. How does she do it? How does she do it? Roseanne,
Mhm.
you are genuinely from the future. That's how you did that. That's how you knew.
Of course.
I am so proud of you. Yes. Oh, and Keith, whatever you ordered, I'd like a double, if you don't mind. If you can ask your catering service to bring me one, that'd be great, Keith. Thank you very much. Okay. All right. So, Roseanne, you did such a good job. You get to volunteer the next volunteer. Yeah.
Oh,
Who?
well,
Roseanne, you want to choose somebody?
I think since he's so comfortable with his order, Keith should go next.
I agree. I agree. If you are getting a catering service, you might as well participate because you didn't bring enough for the rest of the class. Roseanne, that is well said, Roseanne.
Thank you, Roseanne.
Keith, my friend.
Yep.
Yes, thank you, Roseanne. Keith, are you ready, my friend?
Absolutely.
Oh, fantastic. Keith, it's a pleasure to meet you. And Keith, the our friend, I think it was Lee, was talking about pastiches earlier, and Lee was saying that he likes pastiches almost as much as the canon. The first pastiche I ever wrote and published, thanks to Crew of the Bark Lone Star, you may have heard of these guys. They publish pastiches about once a year. Was about Watson's gambling problem. Keith, are you? Yes, I know. Oh, now Keith is literally invested. He's like, "Ooh, there's money on the line. I'm interested. Okay, this could get me more. Yeah, this could get me more lattes from my catering service." So, Keith, you are going to play the part of Dr. Watson. Go into the casino. Now, as we know, he had a bit of a problem. Had to lock that checkbook in Holmes's desk. You know what I'm saying? A bit awkward. So, Keith, I want to see if you're a better gambler than Dr. Watson. Are you ready, Keith?
Okay. Thank you.
Wonderful. Hey, yes, Keith, this is a regular casino deck of cards, although I do have a few wild cards in here. How many piles do you want me to cut this into, Keith?
5.
Oh, that's one of my favorite numbers. I love it. So I'm cutting into 5. And if you were here, you would cut these yourself. But then if Roseanne were here, she would say, it probably doesn't matter, Keith. Probably doesn't matter. So it might be that. Yes, it might be Destiny. It could be Rose. It could be Roseanne. She could be right. But Keith, I want you to be in control. Do I move any cards, or are you happy with the way they are cut?
Can you move one along adjacent to the other? So you take one off the first pile, take one off the second pile to the third, and then the third.
Okay.
Fourth. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. No, that's not the same top card, but the ones that
right.
are
Yeah. I thought you were being sneaky. Okay, so if I take one, so I take one from the left onto the one to the right of it, but then I have to take a different one.
You take off the card underneath,
like on the bottom of the card.
Okay, all right.
Yes. Okay, and then the card underneath. Yes, this is called the Keith hustle. If you see Keith on the street hustling cards, he's gonna do this move. So beware, my friends. Beware, tourists. Is the Keith hustle. So Keith, did I do what you asked me to do?
That's
properly?
Fine. Yep. Okay.
Beautiful. So choose one of these piles. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, Keith.
The one that's on your left, I think, on your left-hand side.
Beautiful. So just to be clear, you're referring to this one. Is that correct, Keith?
Yep, that's it. Thank you.
Excellent. Love it. Thank you, Keith. We're going to the casino. Are you ready, my friend?
Right.
All right, here we go. I thought we lost Roseanne, so she won't be able to tell us if this is real or not. Roseanne, I'm glad you're back. Yes, here we go, Roseanne. Keep a cool eye on what Keith does. Keith, I'm going to give you some choices. Red, even, get rid of it. Someone else. How do you feel?
Yeah, red evens, get rid of it. Yeah.
Oh, okay, so you're just going to choose one of those.
Right.
Now, the first thing you said was red. Do you like red, or do you want get rid of it, or even, or
No,
how do you feel?
all right. Keep hold of that red that you've got in your left hand.
Beautiful.
Actually, you're
So this
guiding
will
me
be
too much. I'd prefer to have the one that's the white one down. Oops, sorry. Yep, okay. And I've already selected the
now.
next.
What were you? Now, hold on, Keith. I just want to make sure I'm doing what you said. You said red is okay, but
Yep.
we can change to get rid of it, or even, or
No, keep
someone
it as
else.
it
It's
is
up
then.
to you.
Keep it as it is. Yep.
Okay. So this card, black. Let's mix it up a little bit. Black, odd, get rid of it. Someone else.
Get rid of it.
Oh yeah. It's distasteful. I agree. You know what? Let's just get rid of it. Let's get that out of frame. Oh, it offends the senses, Keith. I agree. All right, this card, red, even, get rid of it. Someone else.
Am I allowed to put another token on top of it?
Well, I'm just giving you some random choices, Keith, and all you have to do is choose one of those choices. Red, even, get rid of it. Someone else.
Red then.
Okay, so you're going with red. So we're going to put that under red. This card, black, even, get rid of it. Someone else. How do you feel, Keith?
Black.
Oh, and we do have a black chip because we've spared no expense, Keith. This card, black, even, get rid of it. Someone else. How do you feel, Keith?
Can I use the white chip, which is at the bottom of the screen?
Okay, so the white chip is actually blank, Keith. Thanks
Oh,
for
it's
playing
blank.
along with the magic show. Yeah, so Keith, here are your choices. Black, even, get rid of it. Someone else.
Oh, blank. Is it? Sorry, you
Okay,
give me the choice
okay.
with the blank one, or have you removed the blank?
All right. So Keith, I'm going to recite to you some choices. All
Right.
you have to do is say one of those choices out loud. Are you ready?
Yep.
Here we go. Black, get rid of it. Someone else, or even.
Even.
Even, ooh, even the man says, oh, and I have a laser etched chip. Yes, because I have no social life. We have one card left. Black, even, get rid of it. Someone else, or match. Oh, there's
Match.
more choices.
Yep.
Oh,
Let's do the
match,
match.
the man
Yep.
said. Let's do the match. We're playing the match game. I like the way you think. Okay, so I'm sure I have a match. I have a match chip in here somewhere, but that's okay. You know what? I'm just gonna. This was the most recently played card, and then you said match, so I'm just gonna put this next to that because you said
Right.
match. Okay, Keith.
Okay.
All right,
Yep.
here we go. Keith, what do we look at? Black, red, even, or match? How do you feel?
Red.
Red. Okay, so hopefully these are both red. Here, Keith, that'd be cool if it were like a flush, like the same suit. Are you ready, Keith?
Yep. Okay.
Here we go. No switches. And I'm actually looking away. The tension, you can cut it with a knife. You did it, Keith. Very nice,
Brilliant.
Keith. I knew you could do it. All right, Keith.
Brilliant.
We have black, we have even, we have match. How do you feel, Keith?
Black.
Black. Okay, here we go. Let's narrow things down. Just call out clubs or spades. Just call out one of those,
Spades.
Keith.
Spades.
Spades. Okay, so like I said, we're narrowing things down. Let's see if this is a club. Here we go. And it's black and it's a club, Keith.
It's a club.
You have what we
Oh,
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Right, because we're narrowing things down, Keith. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Yeah, you're doing great, Keith. You're like Roseanne level right now, Keith. You're doing great. And then finally, yes. And then we have even and we have match. What do we look at, Keith?
The one on your left with under the badge.
Oh, my left.
Yeah,
My
under
left.
the
Okay.
token.
So let's see if this is even. And you know what, Keith? I know how you felt about that spade. Let's see if it's a number card, but let's see if it's a spade. Here we go. And it is. Keith, you were right all along. But then, Keith, you also said, I know, but Keith, you also said match. Keith, We narrowed things down a moment ago to the clubs. What is the match to the 6 of spades?
Is it the 6 of clubs?
My friends, welcome to the Keith Show. He is breaking the bank. How does he do it? How does he do it? How does he do it? All right, Bill, I know we're a little over time, but you also asked me to stretch a little bit. Can we do a finale, Bill? Is that okay? Can we do one last thing?
Yes, you can keep going as long as you want. You got us all enthralled.
Oh, fantastic. So, guys, we're going to be doing card tricks for the next 3 hours. I want to thank you for being a part. No, that's not true. Bill says we can do a finale. We must honor the Bill. And Bill, we started with you, my friend. We're going to end with you. Bill, are you ready?
I'm ready.
He's ready. He's ready. All right, Bill, check this out. This is called the Keith deck, and you'll see why in a minute. Keith, is Keith still eating and not sharing with the rest of the class? Keith, where are you getting this? I tell you, these celebrities, they just get craft services whenever they want. But Bill, you are in control. Bill, how many times do I cut this deck?
3 times.
3 times. I love it. That's 1 complete cut. That's 2 complete cuts. That's 3 complete cuts. Now, Bill, you have a very important question to answer. Check this out. This is what we call the Roseanne effect. Does this not make any difference at all? Or, Bill, do you want me to cut some more? It is up to you, my friend.
All right, 3 more times.
3 more times, because Bill says, no, I'm in control of my own destiny. Roseanne might be a very talented witch, but I'm in control of my own destiny. And I agree, Bill. All right, so Bill, that was 3 more complete cuts. Bill, this is a card wallet from the Magic Castle. Bill, say, ooh, ah.
Ooh, yes.
Okay, I like ooh yes a little better, to be honest, especially in an Australian accent. So thank you for changing the lines. You're the talent here. You're the talent here, Bill. Now watch this, Bill. I'm slowly taking off the paper clips. I want you to remember that because the paper clips were on the wallet, keeping the wallet closed. Does that make sense, Bill?
That's correct, yes.
Excellent. All right, check this out. Oh, I wonder if there could be something inside, and there is. Oh, does this look familiar to you, Bill?
Oh, look at that. Some dancing men.
Yeah, well said. It is dancing men. All right, so watch this, Bill. Check this out. We're going to test Roseanne's theory that maybe nothing makes any difference. Maybe it's all fate. Maybe it's all destiny. Who knows? We're about to find out. Check this out. I'm going to do everything by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. I'm going to do everything by 5s. Okay. Someone mentioned 5 earlier tonight, and that is one of who was that? That was one of my favorite numbers. Who was that?
Keith.
Keith.
That's right. Okay, we must honor the key. We must honor the key. So I'm going to do everything by 5s, Bill. So I can deal from the top one at a time, just like I just did. Or at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or I can drop it like it's hot. Or I can deal from the bottom or the middle. Or I can deal out of order. Bill, everything is up to you. Where do I start? Top, middle, or bottom?
Bottom, please.
I love it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 cards. Now, do I drop it like it's hot? Do I deal? Do I deal out of order? Bill, what do I do?
Deal them out of order.
Out of order. I love it. Okay, so I'm going to do 3, 5, 1, 4, 2. Is that okay, Bill?
That's okay, yes.
Excellent. Now, Bill, do we play or stay, Bill?
Sorry, what was the choices again?
Play or stay?
Let's go with play.
Play. Oh, let it ride. Bill, I love the way you live life on the edge, my friend. Top, bottom, or middle, my friend?
Middle.
Middle. Here we go. Now,
Right
Bill,
from the
if you were
middle.
here, you would. Yeah, right. I love it. If you were here, you would do this. So you're just going to have to guide me. That looked like the middle to me, but do I go 1 up or 1 down or stay there?
1 down.
Yeah, I don't trust me either. So I'm going to go 1 down. Is that better, Bill?
Yes, that's better.
Excellent. And do I deal? Drop it like it's hot? Deal out of order? How do you feel?
Deal them.
Deal 'em. Do I deal top to bottom or bottom to top or out of order, Bill?
Out of order.
Out of order. Okay, I'm going to do 4, 1, 2, 3. I'm running out of numbers. I'm not here to do math, but I think that was all 5. All right, Bill, do we play or stay, Bill?
We play again.
Okay, let's do one more time. Top, bottom, or middle, Bill?
From the bottom again.
From the bottom again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. From the bottom. And again, if you were here, you would be holding these yourself. So you are going to guide me, Bill, as it should always be. Do I deal? Do I drop it like it's hot? How do you feel, Bill?
Out of order.
Out of order. Okay, you know what? I'm going to go in reverse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Is that okay, Bill?
That's good.
Okay, good. Bill, do you like this pile, or should we do one more move? It's still your call.
No, I like that pile.
You like that pile. I love it. So we don't really need the rest of the deck, but I am gonna try to keep it in frame. Bill, this is the last thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This time I am gonna deal one at a time because we're doing everything by what number, Bill?
5.
Exactly, because we have to honor the key. In all things, we must honor the key. So, Bill, let's just talk about what happened. You told me how far to cut the cards. You told me 3 times, and then you told me 3 more. Then we honored the key. We did everything by 5, but it was up to you, top, bottom, middle. Deal out of order, drop it like it's hot. Everything was up to you. And then from the pile that you created, from the shuffled and cut deck, this is the result. Bill, are you ready?
I'm all on tenterhooks.
I can tell. All right, here we go. You're absolutely right, Bill. This is a very recognizable code to us Sherlockians. Yes, and that literally says code. Here we go. I'm going to try to. Oh, yes. We have. Oh, look at this, Bill. I'm going to try to hold it up to the camera. I know it's kind of small, but it's an upside down man from the Dancing Men code. Do you see it?
I can see it, yes.
Yeah, and there's a 1. Oh my goodness, Bill. Do you see the top card on the first pile? It says 1. It's the very first card, and it's an upside down dancing man. Oh, but look at number 2. This guy, he looks very happy. He's dancing, and yet he only has 1 arm, which I think is a little sad.
Yep.
Yeah, but I'm going to turn over this card. Oh my goodness, it's the same 1-armed dancing dude, Bill. Oh, but we have. I know, right? This is witchcraft. Keith is like, no, this is witchcraft. I'm glad I'm eating something because I don't want to see witchcraft on an empty stomach. Oh yes, this. Hopefully you can see number 3. I know the shadows are a little funky,
yes, I can see number 3 clearly.
Yeah, he's kind of doing a handstand, and so is number 3 in the third pile that you created, Bill. Oh, but look. There are 5 piles. There should be a 4th dancing man, and there is. Now, this guy, he's happy because he has all of his appendages. Do you see that, Bill?
I can see him, yes.
Yes, let's look at number 4. There he is. Bill, how are you doing this? And there's a 5th and final pile. There's a 5th and final dancing man. And once again, this guy, I'm just hoping he's holding his arms behind his back, like he's just being coy. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, and guys, give it up for Bill. How does he do it? How does he do it? All of the dancing men, all in order. Bill, we call that in the biz Roseanne good. We call that in the biz Roseanne level magic. Oh, but wait, Bill. Yes, as Roseanne would, the honor's mine, man. But as Roseanne would remind us, it is a folded piece of paper. Do we dare, Bill? Do we dare to unfold it, Bill?
I think we have no choice, Micah.
We have no choice. Yes. or as Roseanne would say, it doesn't really matter. Let's just do it. It doesn't really matter. Here we go. It is a code, isn't it, Bill?
It is a
and
code.
Each dancing man, as you know, translates to a letter. Can you see that? It says TYTSP. Can you see that, Bill?
I can see that, yes.
Bill, what on earth could that possibly mean? Thank you, the Sydney Passengers. How does he do it? Unbelievable. Bill, way to take us home. Bill, that was an astounding finale. Oh, but wait, we have to honor the Keith, don't we, Bill? We have to honor the Keith. Hey, do you remember when I kept giving Keith choices and he was like, no, 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 don't tell me how to live my life, Magic Boy. I want that blank chip. I want the blank that means absolutely nothing. We call it the Roseanne effect. None of this means anything. It doesn't matter. We call it the Roseanne chip as the blank chip. And you remember Keith kept saying, I want the blank chip. Do you remember that, Bill?
Yes, he was very fixed on the white chip.
He was very fixed on. Well, I'm going to call it the blank chip. I don't want to, get all political. I'm not going to call it the white chip. It's the blank chip. Yes, he was focused on the blank chip. And Bill, that is why what you did is such a miracle. You matched all 5 predictions. You matched them in order. You also made the predictions literally say something. Thank you, the Sydney Passenger. And Bill, you know what's so amazing? You did that with your choices in a deck that is, in fact, completely blank. It's the Keith deck. It's the Keith deck. He predicted it. Speaking of blank cards, there's one last thing to look at. And we know this is your card because you're the one who told me that your friendship with Dr. Watson was maybe your favorite element of the home stories. This used to be blank, but I don't think it is anymore. Thank you, Sydney Passengers. One more time, give Bill a round of applause for making this happen. Bill, it has been an honor. Yeah, but Lee is pumping his fist. Lee is ready to go Raven. He's ready to hit the club. He's so excited right now. Guys, thank you so much. That's my show, and what an honor to perform for you wonderful people. It was a pleasure to meet all of you. Thank you. And Bill, one more time, thank you, my friend. Give Bill a big round of applause for making this happen. Thank you, Bill.
Micah, you truly are a magician. You've enthralled us with your skills. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Or you know what? Maybe I'm not. Maybe it doesn't matter. We call it the Roseanne effect. Maybe it's all just destiny. But Bill, I appreciate your compliment. That means a lot, brother. And I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
You want to take any questions on your magic tricks there, or do you want open the floor up for questions?
Keith is like, no, I don't, no, not witchcraft. That's all. No, I don't want any questions. No, Keith is like, no, I've seen enough. But yeah, if anybody has, first of all, thank you for letting me do this. This is only the 3rd time I've performed this close-up Zoom Sherlock Holmes themed magic act. First time was with the South Downers of Illinois with Phil Angelo. The second time was with the New Great Alkali Plainsmen with Olivia Kirkendall. You guys were my 3rd, and you guys were absolutely wonderful. But yeah, if anybody has any questions about what you just saw, let me know. And I'm also a Sydney Passenger, so you can connect me that way through email or I'm sorry, the agony columns. I'm sorry, I should stick to the theme. Just talk to me through the agony columns and we'll be fine.
Any questions, just write to Dr. Watson in Dr. Watson's agony column.
Yes, Roseanne, once again, you have crystallized my thoughts. Let's follow Roseanne's advice. Yeah, just write to me through the agony columns as Dr. Watson. I appreciate it. Yeah. Oh, and Lee gave me a smiley face. Thank you, Lee. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you.
And Micah, as I mentioned, we're recording this session and we'll be putting it on our YouTube channel. Are you okay with that?
Yeah. I don't think I flashed anybody. So I tried. Yeah, I'm wearing a 3-piece suit. I think we're good. We're good, Bill. Thank you for asking. I appreciate it.
All right, thank you.
I appreciate it. Yeah.
Thanks.
Now, Keith doesn't mind. Yeah, if Keith doesn't mind his mysterious catering service wandering back and forth in the background. If that's I don't know if he's in witness protection. Wait, what's that, Keith?
Jane will be quite happy to be seen on the screen, and she sometimes comes with me for the events. Yeah.
Beautiful. I wasn't sure if you were like in witness protection or something. So as long as Keith is okay with it, I'm okay with it. Thank you, Bill.
Thank you.
All right, so we'll open the floor up now. Anybody got any questions or other things they want to talk about? Otherwise, we'll say thank you to Micah and thank you to Doug Elliott, who will be doing the editing on this video for you, our YouTube channel. And if nobody else has got anything else to say, then we'll say goodbye to you all and thanks for joining us. Keith, you got something?
Bill, this was brilliant. When we upload it, could we put in contact details for Micah in case somebody wants to book him? Because if he does do this stuff over Zoom, he could put on other events in Australia or elsewhere.
Is that okay, Micah? We put your contact details in the video.
Keith is now my agent. Thank you. I needed an agent, Keith. And you have connections with catering services, so you are the man. You're the man. Yeah, I just put my email in the chat, Keith. That was very kind of you to say. Thank you, guys. I appreciate
Yeah,
it.
I've got all your contact details, Micah, so I'll send those to Doug to put up a slide at the end of the video.
Yeah, that's
Good.
great.
We'll do that. Yes, for sure. All right. Well, thanks everybody. It's been a marvelous afternoon or evening in Micah's case. It's been very entertaining. So
Yeah.
thank you again. And you really are a magician, the way you can predict what's going to happen. So thank you all for joining us, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Bye for now.
Thanks, Micah.
Bye, everybody.
Really.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
everybody.
Thank you, Micah. Bye.